This is not your first motion to revoke. So you would have thought I would have got your attention on August 2022.
All right, y'all, welcome back. Today we've got another intense hearing from Judge Boyd's courtroom. This time, we're looking at a parolee facing federal charges for smuggling immigrants alongside his uncle. Despite his history of failed probation and multiple violations, he's back asking the court for yet another chance. But Judge Boyd is clearly not in the mood for excuses. All right, enough from me. Let's roll the case.
Court is calling 2019 CR 9959 State versus Daniel Beltran. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Tony Hernandez, Your Honor, and I believe it's Christopher Daniel Beltran.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And are you Christopher Daniel Beltran?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Beltran, did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and also First Amended Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and state's pending motion to supplement motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision? With your attorney, did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Christopher Daniel Beltran who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 9959 for the offense of burglary of a habitation on January 21st, 2020 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 41 on or about the 18th day of March 2023 in Lake County, Texas. The defendant, Christopher Daniel Beltran, then and there failed to comply with the rules and regulations of the county drug court by failing to call the urinalysis line in violation of 31.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition 41, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you entered a plea to counts 1 and count 2. So that will be true, and that will relates to counts 1 and counts 2. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, the court will find violation of condition number 41 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, it's not.
All right, and defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're requesting the court continue him on his deferred adjudication.
Why should I do that?
Your Honor, it's in summary, and we have his father here today to testify for him. Christopher has been on deferred adjudication since 2020. During that 5-year period, he has spent most of that 5-year period either incarcerated or in a safety program. He's been to safety twice, Judge. He has over 311 or about 311 days in jail. During the interim, Judge, he's also so we're clear with the court, Judge. He's in April of 2023. He was arrested in Del Rio and charged with a federal case of transporting aliens he'd gotten involved in something with his uncle. He has sat out 21 months on that particular case, and he's been incarcerated that entire time. He's 27 years old now, Judge. He's had significant opportunity to assess his life, and he has told me, and his father has confirmed, that he is much different now than he was 21 months ago. What has happened is that he's realized the importance of his children in his life, the importance of being a role model for his children. He has done something that he hadn't done before, which is while he was incarcerated, has availed himself to parenting classes, to anger management classes, to a GED program, to a substance abuse program. He hasn't just been sitting around. In addition to that, Judge, while he was in federal custody, he was a trustee. While he's been in county, he's been a trustee. He appears from all conversations I've had with him and his father to have finally realized at 27 that this isn't the life that he wants for the rest of his life. He is subject to supervision under the federal case for another 3 years. He's on supervised at least for another 3 years. And if the court continues him on his community supervision here, he's got another 5 years on his probation. And then, of course, if he screws up at any time, the court can hit him with the maximum. He understands that. He's asking the court to take one final chance on him. His father here is here, and his father believes that yes, in fact, he has changed the conversations. According to his father, the conversations between the two of them have switched from, poor me, when he got picked up in the federal system, shortly after that to, well, what am I doing to my family? you know, what is this impact having on my son? He's got a 14-year-old son, I believe. Yes, a 10 and 14-year-old children, and then
10
10 and 8.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, 10 and 8. And they're asking for him. He has regular contact with them, but they're asking, when's he gonna come home? When can I see my dad? And that has had a profound impact on him. He also has I think a 14-month-old daughter that he's never seen in person.
Right, so this is what I don't understand. People always, when the rubber meets the road, then all of a sudden they have this epiphany. So whenever people are placed on probation in this court, I don't do cookie cutter conditions. So I gave you all the help. I sent you to safety, and that was, you're going to safety. I know it was in custody, but that was to help you with your drug issues. Then I ended up sending you to felony drug court. So, and this is not your first motion to revoke. So you would have thought I would have got your attention on August 2022 on that motion to revoke. And that motion to revoke, what I did was I alternately amended your conditions to ISF and also felony drug court, so they could get your life in together. And you know what you did when you came here on that date? You're like, I've changed. I realized, I had this epiphany. I realized that, I can't keep living my life like this. I'm going to get it together because I have children. I mean, the question for the court, I don't know who the mother of your children is or why she keeps saying, you know what, I'm going to give him another shot. Because you can't keep giving people different shots when children are involved, because children who are underage, they don't get to choose who their parents are. They don't get to choose, and say, you know what? Dad keeps doing crazy stuff, going to jail, won't get his life in order. I'm not waiting around for him. And the mom just keeps hanging on as though the person is going to change. Maybe you have changed. Maybe this was the epiphany for you. I don't know. But at this court, this is the end of the road.
Judge,
So-
if I may, Judge.
Yes.
Christopher would like to address the court, and he's talked to me about the previous chances he's had, and he wants the court to understand what the difference is and how he came to that.
All right, you can raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Christopher Beltran.
All right, do you have questions?
Yes, John. Chris, you had indicated earlier to me that you wanted to address the court. You understand today that she's going to make a decision on your motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke of probation. Is that correct?
Yes.
What is it that you wanted the judge to know before making that decision?
I want to let you know that, like, my first few times messing up, I was mentally weak. But this time around, I spent a lot of time getting myself together, like just doing things to better myself. Because I'm doing it for my kids, but I'm doing it for me too. I understand I messed up plenty of times, but I'm ready to be like productive in my life. This ain't my life I want to live. This ain't me.
Chris, tell her the things that you did while you were in federal custody.
I was going to re-entry. I did AA. I did anger management. I did parenting. I also was holding a job. Just trying to stay positive, trying to stay out the way, and just get ready for when I come home.
Now, the previous times that you were either in jail waiting for a hearing or in jail waiting for the case, were you doing any of that kind of stuff?
No.
So what changed, or what made you want to do it this time?
We're just tired of this. It's time to grow up. I'm getting older, and I spend a lot of time incarcerated. So this ain't the life I want to live.
In fact, of the 5 years that you've been on deferred adjudication, about how many of those have you actually been on the street?
Like 8 months, 8-9 months.
The rest were spent either in jail or in some type of residential treatment facility, is that correct?
Yes.
Or in federal custody, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, I had indicated earlier to the judge what the conversations I had with your father were. Is that about right? I mean, is your family supportive of you?
Yeah, my family is real supportive, and it's.
But your father straight out told you that he's not going to tolerate any type of misbehavior. Is that right?
Yes, my father's straightforward to me. He ain't, he'll let me know. Like he lets me know right from wrong. You know, he ain't gonna, how can I say this? He ain't gonna let me do wrong and not let me know that you know, like, you know, he's gonna be up forward to me, and you know, my parents are, my family's very supportive of me. It's just I made mistakes, you know, and
But let's be straight with the court. Your father has straight out told you that he will have no problem reporting to your federal supervision officer or to a probation officer,
oh yeah,
if he sees that you're doing the kind of things that you've done in the past. Isn't that correct?
yes,
And you were incarcerated in the federal system for 21 months. Is that right?
yes,
Had you ever been locked up for that kind of time before?
you know,
Was the longest time you've ever had to sit out and for anything?
yes,
And then where you were locked up, the programs that you participated in, they weren't required by the federal system, were they?
no,
You did that on your own.
yes,
We passed the witness.
All right, state.
Yes, how many children do you have?
3,
What are the ages?
10, 8, and 14 months.
And 14 months. So the 14-month-old, I guess the 8 months that you were out, you had a child.
Yes.
And what were you doing during those 8 months?
No, I wasn't out for 8 months. I was only out for like 2 months.
2 months. So within that 2 months, you
I was
had a child.
Yes,
What were you doing during those 2 months? Were you
I was.
working?
I was reporting to drug court, but I was like reporting like 3-4 times a week, and drug court wasn't allowing me to have a job, but I was working side jobs as much as I can. Like,
Okay, so for 2 months, you managed to get somebody pregnant and did not have a job. Is that correct?
yeah,
And I know that you state that your father is supportive of you. Your father's been around you your whole life, and you've managed to pick up new cases, federal cases, during that time. Is that correct?
yes, it was a mistake.
I understand it's a mistake. It's more like a choice, right? And you chose to pick up another case and get caught. And your father was supportive still during that time because he's your father. Is that right?
And supportive in what way?
And being here for you, he came here today for you, didn't he?
Yes,
And this is your third NPR, is that correct?
yes,
And so you're asking the court to actually give you another chance, or really a third or fourth chance.
yes,
And you still owe restitution of over $2,000 to the victim of your burglary of habitation, is that correct?
yes,
Okay, no further questions, John.
Now, are you wanting to pay back that restitution?
yes,
You had said that the drug court program made it difficult for you to find employment. Is that right?
yes.
How were you surviving when you were not incarcerated?
Really just to support my family, you know, feeding my kids, little things like that, you know.
You said you were doing side jobs. What kind of side jobs were you doing?
I was doing painting, helping the subcontractors paint.
And that's the kind of skill that kind of job you typically have?
Yes, I worked in a refinery doing that.
Okay. Now, when you say that your father's supportive, your father's always going to be there for you. Is that fair to say?
Yes,
But there are degrees of support. I mean, he's not, I've spoken to your father. He's not the kind of person that's going to say, you know, fine, go out and do whatever criminal activity you want to do.
No.
Is he? Like, he's not that kind of person at all, is he?
no,
And in fact, he's straight up told me anyway, and I think he's told you too, hasn't he, that anything that while you're on supervised release, if any kind of violations, he doesn't have any problem advising the federal system of that case.
yes,
You think he'd do the same thing for this court?
yes.
Pass the witness.
Any further questions?
No question.
I have a few questions.
Yes, ma'am.
So you had all of this going on in your life, these criminal cases. Why would you go out and decide to have a child with somebody when your life is not even together?
It wasn't just happening, you know,
I mean, things don't just happen. I mean, you
I
were an
understand.
active participant, I'm assuming. Nobody was drugged.
I understand.
So when you didn't have employment, how were you feeding yourself?
I would work little side jobs here and there with the subcontractor I used to work with.
Right. And where were you staying? Who were you staying with?
I was staying at my father's house.
All right. So you had, even though drug court was putting #1 on their list for you to maintain your sobriety, you did have a place to stay.
Yes,
All right. And then this is the third motion to revoke for you.
yes,
All right. I'm not going to continue down this path of giving you more and more chances. The court is finding violation of condition number 41 true. The court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, and the court is finding you guilty of counts 1 and counts 2. Probation, what is the restitution amount?
Judge, the remaining balance or the restitution is $2,734.
And who is that to?
There are 2 victims, Anna Martinez and Stephanie Carezzo.
Mhm.
I can check to see if you have them separated.
All right, while she's checking on that, state, what are you requesting with regards to punishment?
The state's requesting no less than 10 years. Texas Department of Corrections.
Defense?
Your Honor, he's spent 2 years incarcerated already on the federal system, and I understand that's not the same case, but it did give him a timeout, Judge, and it did, I think, affect his thinking and his thinking going forward. Judge, we would ask the court to consider something at the very minimum, 2 or 3 years.
All right, I'm not going to give you 2 or 3 years. I'm going to follow the state's recommendation of sentencing you to 10 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. Probation, do you have restitution amount?
Dollars, Anna Martinez.
Oh, just 1 second. The printer is going. All right, what amount?
$700 to Anna Martinez and $2,034 to Stephanie Carrizal, Carrisal.
All right. So the court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison in counts 1 and counts 2. Counts 1 and count 2 are to run concurrently. There's to be restitution and no contact with Anna Martinez. The restitution amount is $700. There's to be restitution and no contact with Stephanie Carrillis. The restitution amount is $2,034. And as previously stated, the cases are running concurrently, and the court is going to sentence you to a $10,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. All right, we can go off the record.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, still on the record. Will the court
Yes.
be giving him credit for the time that he's been in safety? He spent two trips over there, 181 days on one and 161 days.
Only if he successfully completed that and successfully completed the outpatient portion of that as well.
I know, Judge, he successfully completed the program itself. I don't know. I don't believe he.
All right, once
not
you
sure
give me
on the
that
outpatient.
information, if he successfully completed it, then the court will give him credit.
All right, y'all. That was a heavy one. What do you think? Did Judge Boyd make the right call here? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay clean with me till the next one. All right, y'all. See you soon.